Welcome back to my Power Yoga series. This is going to be our 20-minute Power Yoga class. So today we're going to begin in our child's pose for a moment. Bring your big toes together and your knees wide. Forehead down and just take a couple deep breaths. Check in with your body here and try to connect to what we call our Ujjayi breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. We use that breath throughout this practice. Walk your hands to the right side of the mat. Left hand goes on top of the right, just creating a little stretch to the left side of the body. And walk it to the left side, right hand on top of the left. Now come to center and come up to your tabletop position, to your hands and knees. Inhale, drop the belly, arch your back, and gaze up for cow pose. And then as you exhale, tuck your chin in and round your back for cat. Inhale as you arch, just warming up the spine before we get moving. Exhale as you round. And one more time. Inhale to arch. And exhale to round. And then find a flat back. Now again, it's only a 20-minute class, so we're going to get right into it. Let's come into our down dog. Plant your hands shoulder width. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up. Feet should be hips width distance apart. Bend one leg at a time. Walk out your downward facing dog. Stretch your calves, your hamstrings. Maybe bend one elbow at a time. Just kind of checking in, see how your body feels. Shrugging those shoulders away from the ears. Pushing the chest back towards the thighs. And don't worry if your heels don't reach the floor yet. With time, they'll get closer. Walk your feet to the front. Ragdoll, feet hips width. Bend your knees and grab opposite elbows. Maybe shake your head, yes and no. Relax the neck. You can sway a bit side to side, shifting the body weight from the right foot to the left foot, or also forward and back. Releasing your hands, roll yourself up to stand. Good. When you get to the top, walk your feet together near the top of the mat. Bring your hands to a prayer position. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Now inhale, lengthen to a flat back. Fingertips can be on the shins, the blocks, or the floor. As you exhale, step to plank. And I like to show the modified version first, so that way throughout the practice you know it. From here, bring your knees down. Hug your elbows in and nice and slow, lower to the ground. Untuck the toes. Push down through the tops of the feet. Engage your quads though, but keep the feet down. Inhale, cobra pose. Cobra is a small back bend. You should be able to lift the hands. You're really using the back muscles to lift. And then lower down. Push up to your knees first. Then tuck your toes and come into your down dog. So when we flow through those chaturangas, up dog, down dogs, those vinyasas, feel free to take that version. Now look forward. You can either step both feet or maybe do a little hop to the front. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold. Now use that flat back. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Gaze up and maybe those palms touch overhead. Exhale, swan dive right back down. Inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, step back to plank. Now you choose to stay on the toes or bring those knees down. Chaturanga, hug your elbows in and lower halfway. Flipping over the feet, inhale for up dog, which is a little bit deeper back bend, or you can stay with that cobra. If you're an up dog, notice my kneecaps, they're not on the floor. Exhale, down dog. Again, look forward, step or hop both feet to the front. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, swan dive back down. Inhale to lengthen. Now I'm going to add in one more variation. You can step or you can jump back to chaturanga. So you choose. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. From your down dog, lift that right leg up. Open the hip, bend the leg. Get a nice stretch just on that first one. Straighten the leg, square the hip. Step it forward, crescent lunge. So we start on the ball of the back foot. Lift your arms up. Hips square to the front. Engage that back leg. From here, open to warrior two by pivoting your back heel down. Lining up right heel to left arch. Hips and torso facing the side wall, but you're gazing at your front middle finger. Flip your right palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands to the mat, and then choose your variation. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift the left leg up and open the hip, bend the leg. Straighten the leg, square it off. Step your foot forward. Set up your crescent lunge. lunge. Make sure your feet are lined up with your hips, not a tightrope. That way you'll feel more balanced here in your high crescent lunge. Open to warrior two. Pivot that back heel down, line up heel to arch. Inhale as you reverse, it's a side body stretch. Exhale, windmill the hands down to the front, step your way back, chaturanga. Good, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward, step or hop, both feet to the front. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale to fold. Now keep your feet together as you bend your knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Feet and knees together, arms straight up. Now if you look down, you should be able to see all 10 toes. Sink the weight into the heels. Interlace your fingers behind your back, or you can hold onto a strap or a towel here. Open the chest, then fold forward, maybe straighten the legs, but if your hamstrings don't feel ready for that, keep a little bend in the legs. Release your hands. Now let's take the feet even wider so we can open up the hips. Malasana, prayer squat. Turn your toes out 45 degrees. Drop your hips down, hands to prayer. You can sit on a block here if that helps you. If your heels are not flat on the ground, I recommend just taking the feet even wider apart. They don't have to be on the mat. Try to lengthen your spine as you bring your chest forward to meet your hands. You can stay here or open the arms, sliding the right shoulder inside the right knee, right hand down, left arm up. Maybe look up. Back to center, other side. Good, back to center. Now both hands down, straighten your legs, bring your feet in about hips width distance. Make a peace sign, those two fingers, grab your big toes. Bend the knees as much as you need to get a hold of those toes. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Drop your head, relax your neck, let the elbows go to the side, pull yourself closer to your legs. Now, if you're enjoying this stretch, you want to just stay here a little longer. If you want to add in your crow pose, Bakasana, your arm balance, you can do that too. Plant the hands shoulder width, walk your feet back a little bit. Lift your hips up, bend your arms a little bit, and put your knees up high on the tricep, right on the back of the triceps, and lean forward. Maybe today you lift one, maybe both feet. Gaze forward past the edge of the mat. Again, totally optional. When you're done with your forward fold or your crow, take your vinyasa, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Lift your right leg up, step it forward back to that crescent lunge position that we were in earlier, high crescent lunge. But this time we're going to add on, we're going to come into airplane. So we lean forward, sweep the arms back, palms face down. Flex your left foot, rotate the left toes to point down, try to keep your hips square. Standing splits from here, hands come to the floor or maybe blocks. That left leg will lift higher but without opening the hip. Bringing your nose towards your knee or your shin here. If you want to add on, maybe right hand to the back of that right ankle. Now come back up to your fingertips. We're going to try to come back up to airplane. Lower your left leg a little bit, put a little bend in that right leg, then sweep your arms back, airplane. Step all the way back, crescent lunge, and adjust. Sometimes you didn't quite land where you want to, just adjust the feet. Open to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to side angle, right elbow to the thigh, or right hand to the floor block. The left arm can be up to the ceiling, or you can reach it forward for that extended side angle, looking up towards the ceiling. All the way back up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill the hands to the front. Choose your variation, chaturanga, low push up. Good, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath, reset, check in every time you come to down dog. And we'll switch sides, lift that left leg up and step it forward. Right to your crescent lunge again, find your balance here. Focus your gaze, lean forward, airplane, sweep the arms back, palms face down. Flex your right foot. Square off those hips, try to focus your eyes on something that's not moving. And then we'll bring it to standing splits, hands to the floor, lifting that leg up higher, keeping the toes pointing down, but still lifting it up. Nose coming towards the left leg. Maybe left hand grabs the back of that left ankle. Now start to think about how you're going to come back to airplane. Come up to your fingertips, lower the flying leg a little bit, put a little bend in that knee, and sweep the arms back, airplane. Big step back, crescent lunge. into warrior two. Pivot that back heel down. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to side angle. Try to do what you did on the other side. Elbow to the thigh or hand to the floor. Maybe that right arm reaches forward for extended side angle. All the way back up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Step back, chaturanga. Good, inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up, step it forward. Back to crescent lunge. Lift your arms up, but this time we'll open right to that warrior two, pivoting the back heel down. Inhale as you reverse. Now as you exhale, we're coming to half moon. Right hand, walk it 6 to 8 inches in front of the baby toe. Not too close, it'll be hard to balance. A little bit more off to the side. Lift the left leg up and keep the hip open now. Flex the foot. So your left flying toes pointing to the side wall, right standing toes pointing straight forward. You can keep the hand on the hip for balance or extend it up. If you have a block can be great underneath that right hand here. If your balance feels good, you can challenge it by looking up, right? But if you're having a hard time balancing, keep the gaze down. Good. Carefully look down, bend your right leg, and step back. Warrior two. Nice. Now as you reverse, stay there, straighten your right leg. Now as you come up, bring your back foot, your left foot in just like 2 inches, and turn it slightly in. Shift your hips back. We're coming to triangle, Trikonasana. Both legs are straight. Reach forward, right hand on the shin, ankle, or maybe the foot. Left arm straight up to the ceiling, gazing up if that's okay on the neck. Imagine there's a wall behind you. You would want to be flat up against it. So you're not rounding forward or leaning too far back. You're right in the middle here. Creating length in the sides of your waist is your focus. Lift back up. Now as you get to warrior two, move your back foot out again, back 2 inches, rebend that front leg. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill the hands to the front, step back, chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, up dog or cobra, you choose. Exhale, down dog. Now last time, lift the left leg up and step it forward, crescent lunge again. Last time on this side. Open to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Now as you exhale, set up half moon, take your time. Grab your block, walk your left hand 6 to 8 inches in front of the left baby toe, usually closer to that left corner of the mat. Maybe start with the right hand on the hip. Flex your right foot and open up that hip. If you feel good adding the arm, extend the arm up. Then your gaze can be down, side, or all the way up. Challenging that balance here. Look down, bend your standing leg, carefully step back to warrior two, and adjust if you need to. Inhale to reverse. Now stay there, straighten your front leg, reverse triangle. As you come up for triangle, it's a little bit shorter than warrior two. Walk your back foot in and turn it in, just an inch or two. Shift the hips back, reach forward, left hand, shin, ankle, or foot, whatever you can reach with that right arm up to the ceiling. Creating length on both sides of the waist, reaching up here, not crunching down. Use your core to lift back up. Now adjust your feet so you can come back to warrior two. Walk your foot out, rebend that front leg. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill the hands to the mat, chaturanga from the toes or the knees. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to set up for half pigeon. So we lift that right leg up, bend the knee, bring it forward. Put your right knee behind the right wrist, straighten that back leg. See if you can kind of wiggle that left leg back. Your right foot's close to you, but you're not sitting on it, okay? Now if this bothers your knee, please lay on your back instead and do a lying down number 4 stretch. If your hips are up high, you can use blocks or blankets underneath that hip. And then you fold forward, forehead to the floor, or maybe a block as well. Creating some space here in the hips, slowing things down a little bit. Let that heart rate come back down. We did a lot of standing poses today. Now you can stay where you are. We'll add on a variation. So if you want to just stay there, stay there. If you want, you can stretch your quad by taking your left hand back, grabbing that left foot, coming all the way up to that right hand, and then pulling that left foot in. Now, if you can't reach, you could still come upright and reach the arm back without grabbing the foot, or you could stay in that forward fold variation. And it's okay if your hips come up, you use that right hand to help you balance. Good, just take a couple more breaths wherever you're at. Now, as you release, let's just go straight to down dog. If you're on your back, switch sides for that number 4. Lift the left leg up, bend that knee, put that knee behind the wrist for half pigeon. Slide your right leg as far back as you can, squaring your hips, not leaning to the side, keeping that foot close to you but not sitting on it, okay? So it's bent. Adjust your props if you need them under the hip or the forehead, and then fold forward. One leg pigeon or half pigeon here, stretching into that left outer hip. It should feel good. This is one of my favorite stretches. You'll see it in a lot of these yoga videos. Now you can again choose to stay here, or if you want to add that quad stretch, you come up, plant the left hand down, the right hand reaches back for that right foot. So same hand to foot, and you're pulling the heel towards you, stretching the quad of that back leg. And just taking a few more breaths here, or wherever you chose to stay. Now when you release, you're going to come into our last downward facing dog. So plant your hands, meet in downward facing dog, and check in. Hopefully it feels different from that first down dog, right? Hopefully the hamstrings feel a little bit more open. Maybe the heels are a tiny bit closer to the floor. Step to the front and have a seat. Extend your legs out straight. Flex the feet. Sit up tall, lift your arms up, and then fold forward. Seated forward fold. If you can't reach your feet, but you have a strap or a towel, you can hold that. If not, you can just grab your legs. If you can reach, you grab your feet, maybe reach past that. But keep those feet flexed, because that's going to give you a better stretch through the hamstrings and the calves. And then you can drop your head, relax your neck. Slowly come up, make room to roll down onto your back, hug your knees in. We'll set up our spinal twist. Keep that right knee in, straighten that left leg out. Squeeze your right knee to the right shoulder. Open the right arm out like a T. Use your left hand to twist that right knee across your body as close to the floor as you can. If it feels okay in the neck, turn your head, look to the right. If not, just keep your gaze straight up to center neutral. Bring it to center, hug both knees in, neutralize the spine in between sides. Then keep the left knee in, straighten that right leg out, squeeze your left knee to your left shoulder. Open your left arm like a T and use your right hand to twist that leg across. Taking your spinal twist to the other side, coming into our last pose here. As you bring it to center, we'll give both knees a squeeze, and then we'll release into our Shavasana. Again, it's not going to be very long in these shorter videos, so if you feel you need to relax longer, you can always continue to stay here even after the video ends. But close your eyes, let go of that Ujjayi breath, and let your muscles relax into the floor. toes. And maybe draw a few circles with the wrists and ankles. Or gently move the head side to side. Anything that feels good to you. When you feel ready, reach the arms overhead, reach the legs long, and create that nice full body stretch, getting as tall as you can. Hug both knees in, roll over to one side, coming into a fetal position. And keep your eyes closed. Use the hands to help press you all the way up into a comfortable seated position, crossing the legs, sitting up nice and tall. Hands come together at heart center, Anjali Mudra, and take a couple last deep breaths, scanning the body, noticing how it feels after today's yoga practice. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale all the air out the mouth, letting it go. Lift your hands to your forehead, your third eye center, and bow forward. Namaste. Hope you guys enjoyed that 20-minute power yoga practice, right? A little bit longer than that first video. So each one we're gonna add 10 minutes. So make sure you come back and check out the 30-minute video when that's posted. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and comment on these videos, and share them with your friends. If you have feedback, you have special requests, things that you'd like to learn in our upcoming yoga videos or fitness videos, things you'd like to see, definitely let me know. Again, my name is Rachel Silverman. I hope you guys have a great day.